Game number 4 is getting underway right now. If Dog wants to win this match and keep up his winning record, you know, on that big winning streak, he's going to need 2 straight, but Neirea's looking to stop it. He's on match point for the next 2 games.
Yeah, it's the matchup of Titans here so far in HPL. And Neirea looks like he's running it back with the control version of his deck yet again.
Yeah, he's got to feel comfortable, honestly, with the way that the last game went. I think Dog's hand was pretty stacked throughout the mid-game. It feels like he's got a better idea of exactly what Dog is doing. So, Dog, pretty fantastic opening hand, but there's a big game hunter straight away for Neirea.
Yeah, it's just going to be huge in these games here against Handlock. Big game hunter, one of the big swing cards that can go back and forth.
Yeah. Able to take out, anytime you're able to take out
that Iron Juggernaut.
He's still got Iron Juggernaut. I mean, this is kind of showing you exactly where his thought process is too. He expects Dog to fight these long games. And with a card like Iron Juggernaut, the fact that the 10 damage can always be a big difference, I mean, it's just, he's spelling out exactly what he thinks his game plan is, and we see this from him time and time again. Very comfortable with fighting the longer battles.
Yeah, absolutely. You see it in there just for a nod to, I know these games are going to go super long. At some point in time, my opponent's taking 10.
Yeah, Dog going to be patient with Twilight Drake. Love that he's doing this. This will also give him life tap into Mountain Giant on turn 5. And Neirea just going to continue to build some board tension here and hope to get things done.
Yeah, Dog going to be able to pick off this Acolyte of Pain here with only 1 draw from Neirea, but gets the, you know, advances board a little bit big this turn if he wants to get some Mountain Giant.
Now,
and
of course,
a draw.
The board's going to swing right back around on him, though. Big Game Hunter this early is something that I think you have to throw caution to the wind to.
Oh, yeah, you just have to do it from Neirea's side, but Dog has another Mountain Giant behind this one as well.
Yeah. He's going to be facing down a lot of pressure, though. I mean, Neirea's got plenty of ways to check this. It's just going to be a matter of whether that Dog can actually fight through this kind of pressure. And you can see just kind of, well, you know, what can I do? Actually, Neirea's not going to pick off this Twilight Drake this turn. He's going to start getting a little bit aggressive. And this is sort of a window of opportunity, I think, for Dog to start making some pushes and maybe get some stuff done here. I mean, second Mountain Giant here, I feel like that's totally reasonable.
Yeah, if you second Mountain Giant here, I'll say, well, I guess he could Void Caller as well.
Yeah, Void Caller Dark Bomb, I don't have a problem with that either. He does have the 6/6 in his hand.
Yeah, I was gonna say, he does get a giant minion into play. He's just trying to stem the beating that's coming from. Neirea's coming out swinging right now. Dog is only at 19 and doesn't have a ton of ways to be super defensive right now. He has a Defender of Argus, but Neirea can throw a lot of wrench in those plans very quickly.
Yeah, there's the Iron Juggernaut too, the Burrowing Mine added into Dog's deck. The earlier you get that, the more likelihood that your opponent will eventually draw it.
Yeah, I've actually seen this happen in a game that I've played in, so look for any animation stop when the card is drawn on Dog's side of the board. He's taking 10 immediately when that happens.
Yep. This turn, he's got plenty of good options this turn as well. I mean, no shortage of great plays from Dog this turn. Look at these guys have had such strong hands in these games so far.
Yeah, you have to believe he's going to make a big Defender of Argus play this turn.
Yep. Jiraxis actually pretty darn good to be sticking to the board.
Yeah, this allows him to take care of the Iron Juggernaut as well.
Yep. And look at this board position. Neirea cannot feel comfortable behind this. Dog even understanding that pushing for damage here and shredding the armor is so important. Love to see this from him, but Neirea's got a couple shield blocks and even a shield maiden to add back behind this.
Add that as well.
But does he want a shield slam to Void Caller? So the Void Caller.
Yeah,
right
that's like one of the problems going forward is, you know, if you take care of this Void Caller, what comes out of it, you can't deal with it just yet. You're going to wait for one of the turns where you can brawl or you can get a gigantic shield slam off with both shield blocks.
Yeah, so just going to wait. I think that, you know, biding his time is probably one of the best ways to do this. A second Void Caller added to the hand now. I mean, this has to be headed to the board. I think this Acidic Swamp Ooze is as well. You know, this is actually a really beautiful turn from Dog. Gets to Acidic Swamp Ooze, pick off the weapon, then take out the first side of the piloted Shredder.
With the Defender of Argus now. Oh yeah, just great turn here from Dog, yeah.
This drop is so important. Ironbeak Owl, not what Neirea was looking for. Dog, just all the plays on his side of the board. If he was 1 point of life shorter too, this situation would have been so beautiful for him. He could have life tapped Molten Giant and Void this turn.
He's gonna do it anyway. Actually, he's gonna life tap, make this Mountain Giant and this Molten Giant played.
Yeah, this is gonna get punished by Brawl, but he's got backup for it.
Well, actually, he might just not play the Molten Giant. Showing a little patience here from Dog. Love the play.
Yeah, this is very strong.
Plus, this Void Caller's gonna put in a giant threat as well.
Yeah, Neirea's got to be careful about this turn. I mean, things could very easily backfire in this position if he plays it wrong.
Yeah, well, what he can do here is he can brawl and still have over shield block and shield slam here. But what he's gonna do is he's gonna actually just armor up as much as possible this turn and shield slam this Mountain Giant.
Yeah, I don't blame him for this either. If you can deal with a single Mountain Giant and not have to brawl to take care of the other 2 minions. Why wouldn't you?
Absolutely. Love this play from him. Just keep this brawl going, because at some point in time, Dog is going to unleash one of the giant minions that he's got going.
Yeah, unleash the demons. Can't wait for that one. Summon a random demon for each minion your opponent controls.
Yeah. Would that cost like 10?
Yeah, well, probably. Dog, though, still a lot of pressure in his hand. I mean, the tension has to be building for both these players right now. Dog, I don't think feels necessarily comfortable about his life total right now. And Neirea, he's running short of answers at this point.
Yeah, like where do you go from here if you're Dog?
I mean, I feel like trading is a totally fine option, but so is shredding armor.
If he trades both, but he could also just attack with the Void Caller into the Shield Main, attack 3 to the face, play the Dread Infernal, which makes his Molten Giant free.
He's going to start with Dr. Boom, it looks like, and I cannot blame him whatsoever. You know, Emperor, I think, is a strong play here, but he's got time to continue to play multiple threats, and he's going to take the information first. Gets a 6/6 Dread Infernal, and now going to add Dr. Boom to this board. I mean, this is likely to force a brawl, I think, from Neirea.
I think you're going to see him not life tap anytime soon either. He's going to keep his life total as high as possible,
Yeah.
knowing that Gore Howls, you know, and that he can't go to 10. He can't go lower than 10.
That's like the last spot he wants to be is 10, because
Yeah.
if he draws the mine, or there's Whirl and
Neirea
Grommash.
thought about that as well, as just trying to get into the last point of damage on Dog here with this Fiery Warx, just in case, you know, the mine goes off?
Yeah, I mean, I think it's part of the purpose of the Iron Juggernaut is to put Dog in that position where you shut off
see him
life
doing
top
that here, yeah.
a little bit earlier than normal, and you can see Neirea, he's taking the chance on this Iron Juggernaut right now. Dog doesn't draw the mine, but he's got to find a way to actually climb out of this board position. Because every single turn that goes by, it's one more turn that he's at risk for that. And I think Jiraxis is going to be the play here.
He's going to play Jiraxis here for sure. He's got to get his life total high enough. He's going to be able to play the Molten Giant first as well for free. So this is going to be a pretty big brawl turn from Neirea.
Yeah, but Brawl's really the last thing he's got left. After this, he's facing a 6/6 every single turn for the rest of the game.
He just needs to live. Every single draw step that Dog takes, there's that chance that he's going to be taking 10.
Yeah, and every single draw gets more and more dangerous. But right now, he's got all of he's got all of the pressure on his side of the board. Neirea, he has to brawl here first. No option available to him.
The shield block and shield slam might be able to clean up whatever is left over.
Yeah, not going to be able to clear up.
Yep, he can. Oh, he's one mana short.
He's mana short. He's going to have to take damage if he wants to kill this Dr. Boom this turn. This is not the spot he wanted to be in, so he's going to dig with Slam first.
Both of his executes are gone, I believe, right?
Second brawl in his deck, though. So now, I mean, Dog is likely to overcommit this turn because he just saw a brawl. The second one might actually climb him out of this.
Yeah, there's a chance, but the thing is like, does Neirea actually have enough damage left over? Because Dog's at 15. He knows that there's a mine in his deck, so he's not gonna. That is a Harrison Jones drawn. That is going to be huge and draw Neirea so many cards.
This could be a massive swing in the game. Dog is running short on threats at this point, too. The saving grace of this is that his hero power is giving him a 6/6 every turn right now. He did just get in 10 points of damage, but this brawl is going to be huge right now. It's so important that he gets the right drop from this brawl because every point of damage matters a ton right now. Harrison Jones first. This is going to give him like a 25% chance in this brawl to outright win the game, but the extra cards he picks up might drastically change his options.
Yeah, he actually picks up the executes here.
Picks up 2 executes. So shield block, shield slam, and execute is what he's going to roll with this turn. And with his life total, he's got to feel comfortable about this right now. Dog just lost a ton of long-term damage. Neirea just refilled his entire hand.
You have to attack Dog here as well and make some of these weapons lethal going forward.
Yep, and every single attack, once again, brings Dog closer to that spot where the mine draw will outright kill him. But he's going to keep his life total padded, continue to get threats on board. I mean, this, again, once again, the brawl situation going to be absolutely paramount for Neirea. The execute's going to keep him a little bit protected, but he's facing down 2 Infernals right now.
Yeah, he's facing down 2 Infernals that have taunt, and Dog can end this game next turn as well if either one of these Infernals live.
Yeah, I don't think they're going to. I think Brawl is the first step here, and then he's going to Cruel Taskmaster and execute afterwards.
Yeah, Dog not happy to see the second Brawl here.
Wow! And now a weapon will take care of this instead. He can even just Loatheb in this position. I think he feels great about this right now. If he gets a 5/5 on board, he can start the assault.
Yeah, if he gets Loatheb into play and it keeps Dog from doing too much going forward, he can get Dog to 10, and that's that magic number that mine is looming.
Yeah, when he's at 10, he can continue to play that control style he loves too. Just keep the board restricted as much as possible, and then time is on his side.
So what would you do here? Would you
Loatheb?
Yeah.
Don't let any shenanigans happen.
I do as well. Yeah.
This is the best turn you have for it. Gets in the 10th point of mana this turn. You have plenty of answers for everything. And once again, just every single turn, it's one step closer to that mine. But Dog, no shortage of strong plays.
Yeah, he can still taunt up the Sunfury Protector here. Make sure that his life total is, you know, padded going forward. He's going to try to produce, he's going to try to have lethal damage again in play against Neirea going forward.
This Iron Beak Owl actually might get added to the board. I think there's a possibility for it. Not going to do it this turn. He wants to save for something like Sludge Belcher. Neirea's got his work cut out for him.
Is there a way that Neirea can get in damage here to get Dog to 10? I don't think there is.
He could just Cruel Taskmaster execute Gorehowl, but
he might be doing it.
He might be, but I think he's gonna continue to play defensively. That's been the name of the game for Neirea so far. And remember, anytime Dog's at 10, he's got a clean attack, he's going to be able to win. And now he's seen Sunfury Protectors. He's seen Defender of Argus. Yeah. The fact that there's Void Caller and Demons in here, very unlikely, I think, for there to be Sludge Belcher. Just pad your own life total and live.
Actually, Dog has lethal if he Shield Maidens.
Yeah, I don't think he can pad it enough, though.
Yeah, maybe he's realizing he has to go for the win here.
How can he go? I mean, yeah, there's a possibility. I think he might just have to Gorefowl face and rely on the mine.
Well, we know that he has to Gorehowl face and try to rely on that.
He's thinking about Dark Bombs. He's thinking about Hellfires right now. He's thinking about any buffed damage that can come from Dog's side of the board.
If he plays the Shield Maiden, he is dead.
That's going to do it. He goes to 14, but Dog has got 8 on board and 6 in hand. Even if he draws the mine, he's totally fine. Dog, he's going to force Game 5.
Yeah, we haven't even seen many Game 5s forced when you're down 0-2, but we've already seen 2 reverse sweeps here in HPL. Are we about to see the third one?
Well, it's anyone's guess at this point. Dog keeping his cool, playing calm, gets Jiraxis on the board, even despite the fact that Neirea was able to Harrison Jones the Jiraxis weapon for 6 cards and keep the board under check. The 2-3s and the 4-2s. If those go unchecked, that's still pressure to be added to the board. 8 damage was left alone, and that was enough for him to finish it off with just 6 points of burst from hand.